I'm Chuck Privitera from Goldman Sachs. I'm a corporate relationship manager on our workplace advisory team. I always say this was a business built by old white guys for old white guys. The importance of not just mentorship, but sponsorship as well, in terms of bringing women into the room, elevating them to participate in our networks, to join in our after work events and functions. It happens through people giving access and being generous with their networks and coaching and mentorship. When I was presented with the opportunity to nominate someone for a mentor or mentee of the year, to me was just a no-brainer. These are two of my favorite people at the organization. This to me embodies the firm that we work for, the collaboration, the willingness to help. And just for me, there's nothing more rewarding than putting together two people that I know are going to benefit from knowing each other better. So recognizing that Miranda, young, energetic, very high performing, high potential, and someone that you're really rooting for, and recognize that, every young person needs some guidance, some guardrails, somebody to help them navigate the complex waters of a global Wall Street powerhouse. And I thought right off the bat, Andre would be a phenomenal mentor to her. Andre has a lot of the same qualities. He's a great networker, but he's also got some tenure, and he understands that the wild waters of Wall Street. When I made the introduction, they were both thrilled. And what I love Andre too, he will benefit, and he knows that from mentoring Miranda. The two of them have already had an incredible working relationship, and so it's kind of proof that we made the right call here. So I'm thrilled to see it.
Mentorship for me has always been more than just professional guidance. It's about opening doors, creating pathways, and making sure that when one of us gets a seat at the table, we pull up a few more chairs so that others can join as well. My name is Andre Dixon. I'm a vice president within the Asset and Wealth Management Division at Goldman Sachs. I work in a business unit called ACO, and essentially ACO is the financial planning arm of Goldman Sachs. I am thrilled and deeply humbled to win this award. I'd like to thank the entire Savvy Ladies organization for their tireless work they do day in, day out. And as I reflect on my own journey, right, I stand here today because of many wonderful mentors, a lot of them being women and some wonderful men who really believed in me before I believed in myself. And I see it as my responsibility and also my privilege to be able to do the same for others. So I met my mentee through a colleague of mine, Chuck Privitera, who was a previous honoree. He came to me one day and said, "Andre, I met this analyst and she's bursting of energy and ambition. Do you have capacity to mentor?" I immediately said yes. And, I reached out to Miranda. We set time to connect one-on-one. And within the first 5 minutes of me meeting her, I quickly realized that I will be working for her one day. She was so bold. She had great, grand ideas and was really focused on making an impact. Right? So I see my role as a mentor really as, I'm here to be a resource to help her see around the corners, to navigate systems. But at the same time, I've learned just as much from her as she's learned from me. Right. It's been a real eye-opening experience, and I feel lucky to be doing it.
I am incredibly tickled pink. I say this is kind of a full circle moment, not only to get this award, but I've personally known Stacy since middle school, and it's partly why I chose to start my career within wealth management. And to see this organization blossom, just like myself, it really stems from people who want to uplift others, and knowing that it's not just you, it's those around you. And this award is not only a true testament to me, but the growth of Savvy Ladies. I am Miranda. I'm an advising planner that sits within our Asset and Wealth Management Division, ACO Goldman Sachs. I met Andre through Chuck Privitera, is one of the kindest, most driven individuals that I've personally met. Connecting with Andre felt like a breath of fresh air, someone who truly sees my goals and my ambitions. I am so grateful that I work alongside someone who is beyond dedicated to his career, has had a phenomenal success trajectory within his personal growth, and I honestly hope to only instill the amazing qualities that he's either passed along, as well as some great sounding resources and guidelines for me to personally carry myself within the professional field. Living in this generation, I am so beyond grateful because women have the autonomy to drive their own financial future. and to be financially literate. And it's not just left to men. To think that 51 years ago, women could not sign on their own credit card or get a mortgage for their own house. So they had to rely on their husbands, they had to rely on their fathers, they couldn't build credit, and it would relay over into so many different facets. To have the importance of being proactive than reactive within your own career, with your own finances, really sets you up for success for your future, whether that's a milestone goal, whether that's a future financial goal, an apartment, helping out with friends, gifting to charity, investing, etc. It's really important to have these conversations. You really have to allow yourself to be a beginner because no one starts off as an expert. And having those thoughtful dialogues with your friends, your family, your colleagues, it really sparks the conversation of importance of financial health and well-being.